obviously 2 weeks in a row, tough losses. Just how have you felt the team has responded so far?
I don't know yet. I think we'll know come Saturday. That'll be a big deciding factor how we respond. So
How much of that is on your shoulders as a leader on this team?
it's a part of it. It's on my shoulders, it's on everyone's shoulders. But me being in the leadership position, but also playing quarterback for these guys, it's what I signed up for. So not shying away from it. I was prepared for it. Not necessarily, those two, but just in general, all that comes with it. So that's what I signed up for, and I love these guys. So we got to get back to work.
Can you talk about the fork in the road, 7-2? You can go either way. How important is it just not to lose focus of what's ahead of you, not let this team sway off the other way?
Yeah, I don't think it's losing focus. I just think, things don't go our way. We don't execute, and we just didn't make enough plays. We didn't. That's the end of the story. I think all these guys want it. I think all these guys, care and are focused. It's just college football, and you gotta be very detailed. It's all the little things, and if you don't take advantage of those, it'll cost you. So I think that's what happened, those past two, and we got to get back to being really good at the details and executing at a high level, because I think that's what got us to before then.
You started the month with 2 one-possession wins against Texas and UCF. Ended it with 2 one-possession losses. Is it hard to put a finger on what's going on in the fourth quarter? And almost after last year, did you think you learned the lessons of last year that you could better yourself this year?
Yeah, you'd think so. You think you learn these lessons, and you are in those same situations, and you don't, find a way to win. And I think we did a good job of that. In our close games throughout the year, but just little things here and there, end up costing us. So I'd say it's the things leading up. There's a lot of things you can look back, but at the end of the day, going into the game, you don't know which, little details or plays are gonna, count up to, the end result. So that's why you have to be so critical when you're practicing and going through it.
What did you learn from going over the game that maybe you didn't know Saturday night? Right afterwards?
A lot of missed opportunities. I mean, I knew that, but just seeing them just hits a little different. Getting to replay it in our head, and things here and there that kind of each took our turns, and like I said, it just all adds up, and that'll all play into the end result if you don't take advantage of opportunities to get away. We can go back and played a bunch of different ways, and we'd love to have it that way, but we didn't. At the end of the day, we didn't execute. So I think that's why we're standing right here today.
Do you feel like I know it's easy for us to stand here and say what's changed over the last few weeks, but can you spot any even subtle differences in pre-bye week between now or any of these games?
I just say in the games, we just didn't execute. I think week to week, the focus, the preparation, things you hang your hat on, thought we did a really good job of. It's just at the end of the day, you don't find a way to win, and that's what you got to do. So it is frustrating. It's disappointing when you don't, because, like I said, you thought you learned those lessons, but shit, it's all what comes with it, and you got to be prepared, to come back the next week and keep fighting and keep swinging. So I don't think it's one particular thing, I just think it's a bunch of little things that add up that either I may not see or may see, so it's a combination.
Is it difficult not to get in your own heads? Because like you said, you experienced these things last year, you thought you learned the lessons from them, and then you find yourself in those same situations again?
I think naturally people are competitors, and I'd be lying if I said it didn't bother people. I think losing is tough, and especially in that fashion, it's frustrating. But personally, I'm not a great loser, but you got to come back to work because you live to see another week, and every opportunity counts. So you got to be grateful for that and find a way to win this week.
Do you feel like it's all correctable, and how do you go about correcting? Is that something you guys can do in practice?
Yeah, I do. I think they're all correctable mistakes, and things that we just let slip, and like I said, we took our turns and whatever mistakes we did make, and not saying we got to play perfect because that's not a way to play as well. It's just it all adds up. So you got to be really detailed. Try to take advantage of every opportunity when it's presented, and score and get ahead while you can. Talk about winning the fourth quarter, but it can help if you win the first and second, and even the third. So just finding ways to win early, start fast, and finish strong.
McCade said that he felt like you guys have been watching an attacking mentality on offense. Do you see that? Like, what's the difference between the last few games and the first half of the season?
No, I think many people have their opinions and how we do things, but I think in general you want to be really balanced. You want to attack and be aggressive downfield. You want to be really good on the perimeter, and you want to run the ball really well. And you want to hang your hat on running the ball really well because that's kind of what opens up everything else. So I think it's all relative in terms of how we want to approach the game and how we play the game, but it's hard when you get behind the sticks in general, so that could affect as well.
What things have you've seen in practice the past 2 weeks that haven't carried over to the game, and what kind of frustrations come from that?
No, I don't think anything in particular didn't transfer over from practice. I think we've had great weeks of practice and preparation, but like I said, I just think the little things combined in game and just letting it slip away, and either little mistakes here and there, they add up, and it'll cost you. So
It seems like you guys lived in third and long. What